There are no two ways about it. Hymer is a seriously major player in its home market. Visit one of the big German shows such as Dusseldorf, and Hymer doesn't just have a very large stand, it actually commandeers an entire hall. So you'd imagine then that such a mighty force as that would spread across most of Europe, and to an extent it does. But two things have always slightly hampered it here in the UK: price and weight. And both of those things aren't going to go away. This is the latest of the breed. It's called the Nova GL 541, and it's the smallest caravan that Hymer currently offers here in the UK. Its twin single beds are certainly on trend at the moment, but it does without the usual accompanying full-width end washroom. It looks ideal for 4 people, but we're really keen to see how it stacks up as a family 4-berther here in the UK. As with many Hymers, you enter the 541 straight into the main lounge area, and certainly at first glance it looks like a cracker. As ever, the cabinetry looks hugely expensive. While this upholstery may look just a little subdued, it is extremely comfortable. You could probably fit 5 or 6 people in here with consummate ease. It's not often you see a single pane front window in a premium caravan either, but it really seems to suit the Hymer. Factor in the additional opening roof lights and there's certainly plenty of daylight in here. Better still, there's a sort of media centre over by the main entrance doorway which contains the TV and the stereo. There's also a couple of charging points for USB and mains power. Look more closely though, and there are 1 or 2 small issues. The main one concerns available lighting. There are spotlights in here, 7 of them in fact, but they're all sunk into the ceiling. There's no low-level lighting whatsoever. We really do reckon that come night time there's going to be quite a few dark corners in this lounge. The galley area is traditionally a bit of an Achilles heel where continental caravans are concerned, but the 541's is, well, it's pretty good really. Importer Loudons has sensibly insisted that Hymer fits its UK spec vans with this proper dual fuel cooker. This works well in conjunction with the high-level microwave. There's no extractor fan in here, but this roof light does open fully. Hymer has also taken full advantage of Dometic's new slimline fridge. It takes up much less floor space, but still contains plenty of room for all those groceries. And we do like the removable freezer box, by the way. High and low storage space is pretty good, but there's not much in the way of worktop space. If you've got a lot of food to prepare, you really will have to migrate to the main lounge table. On the face of it, the 541's washroom looks like a pretty average all-in-one affair. It has all the right kit, including underfloor heating no less, and it's well lit with 3 spotlights and a clear pane roof light. But there are more spacious affairs out there. Or are there? That's not the whole story, because this washroom has a little secret up its sleeve. Release this catch, the entire vanity unit swings out and back to reveal a spacious and fully lined separate shower. It's been done before, of course, but this setup works particularly well. And so to bed. We've yet to see a Hymer caravan with below par sleeping accommodation, and this 541 is certainly no exception. These twin single beds are more than big enough to accommodate full 6-footers with ease, and each of the sumptuously thick mattresses sits on a proper sprung wooden base. Each gets its own reading light, padded headboard and even a stereo speaker. And this central chest of drawers behind me is more than big enough to accommodate sundry spectacles, books and magazines. There is, however, a bit of a problem in here, and yet again it concerns lighting, or rather the lack thereof. We've searched high and low in here, I promise you we have, but it really does seem that these spotlights in the corner are the only lights available in here. Certainly it seems like it's going to feel quite gloomy in here after dark. Hymer has a small but fiercely loyal following here in the UK, and it's really not hard to see why. The sheer breadth of engineering that goes into each and every example is there for all to see. This 541 may be the baby of the range, but it really does tick an awful lot of boxes. It looks great, it feels beautifully made, and the layout is pretty much spot on. Those lighting issues do need to be addressed though, and the old Hymer bugbears of price and weight do come to the fore here. This particular example costs over £25,500, and weighs 1900 kilograms all in. But for Hymer's many advocates, we suspect these two issues aren't really issues at all.